Hello everybody, Giselle Grenier here from artplace.ca. In today's Book of Backgrounds lesson, we're going to create it's hard to explain. We're going to be creating a flat and metallic background using webbing to remove paint. It's hard to explain. I'll just have to show you. Okay. So I've got some products out already, and we're going to be using DecoArt Media White Gesso to prime the paper. We're going to be using DecoArt Metalic Lustre, White Frost, and burnished brass to wax the paper. We're going to be using a Gelli plate, and I'm going to be using DecoArt Media Fluid Acrylics Carbon Black. I've got my number 8 Bristle Bright to apply the gesso. I'm going to use the texture tool to make some lines. And I've got my clear choice stencils, my number. I've got a whole bunch of little things all over the place, but as I do the video, I'll talk about it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the gesso on here. Now this is just a scrap piece of paper. Because the drying time was so long for this, I already created it, but I want to show you the texture. So just with the palette knife, you can either apply it this way. Okay, you can apply it this way to create some texture. The other thing that you can do, that's actually really pretty. Okay, let's put that aside. Let's grab another piece. And I'm working on palette paper because I want the paper to stick. My unstick, it doesn't work. So that way, if you put a little bit of paint there, it'll hold it. The other way is to just take the Bristle Bright and apply the paint or the gesso. Working very quickly because it's really, really warm in here. As thick as you want. And this particular scrap paper this is canvas paper. And you have to work quickly before this dries. Then take the texture tool and just create some lines. We're creating a webbing with the final piece, but it's nice to create some additional texture in that. So I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So just create some texture, because when we put the wax metallic on there, it'll pick up all that texture. And I'm using this small toothy part. There we go, if you can see that. Okay, so I'm going to put that in water. Put that in water. Look at my hands. Put that aside. And we'll flip that paper over. We'll put this aside. And we'll get one that I've already prepared. So I'm working on the back side of this one, and typically I don't care if I get paint on this, but this is I'll have to figure that one out. All right, let me just blot that. There we go. Okay, so this one here, I did the same thing, and I used the Bristle Bright to kind of flatten a little bit of this out. So to apply and I'm making notes as I go, and to apply the metallic luster, I'm using 2 different clear choice stencil brushes from Whirl Brush. They're both flat. And the number 8 Bristle Bright is a little rough. I've ordered some more brushes to help me with that. Get in there. All right, so let's see how we're gonna do this. And there's another video where it's not a Book of Backgrounds video. It's where I do a experiment with metallics and black with different types of material to create the it's not really resist, it's subtracting paint. So I'm going to start just by bringing a little bit of metallic wax on here And I'm going to use circular strokes, and look, see, it picks up all the texture. And if you're not a metallic person, don't worry about it, because we're going to be painting this black. And I'm not pressing too hard because I don't want to fill in the pores. Now let's see what it looks like with the white frost. It'll be hard to see here, but it'll really show through with when the black paint goes on. And I did this technique by accident. I had gone to Lens Mills and I picked up some webbing. I got to show you this. And I paid $1 for 2 meters of this. It's all because it's Halloween time. And I picked up some really, really cool things. So I thought, well, I'm going to see what I can do. Okay, that's enough of the white frost. I want to finish that off now with that's the burnish brush, right? Yeah, burnish brush. And if you find that you're having a hard time with your paper sticking, then put a little piece of masking tape underneath. That'll help. Just make sure that it's on an area that you've already painted so you don't get an impression. Okay. Press that down. And I'm just going to randomly put this on. It's still not sticking. Oh, duh. Masking tape on an unstick mat. So this is going to be interesting as to how this is going to look. Kind of looks like a mishmash, doesn't it? Well, they can go in the water. We need a cloth, and we need a cloth that's big enough to burnish with. So I'm going to start with the gold, and now I'm going to burnish it. Think of waxing your car. And not only does this push this into the gesso, it also increases the shine and increases the permanence. And every time I do this, I think wax on, wax off. And if you guys that are watching the video are, I'm gonna share my age. If you guys are under 30, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. The wax on, wax off. God, that makes me feel old. Holy smokes. Look at that. Oh my God. That is beautiful. We are nearing the end of Book of Backgrounds. I haven't even gone through half the list of the techniques I wanted to show you guys, but I'm not going to wait until, because now we have 2016, which is Book of Backgrounds. 2017 is the actual art portion, which is I'm going to call Book of Art. I was calling it the Bob and Doug Project, Book of Art, and then there'll be 2017. Then 2018, I'm going to try to do both of them together, because I did that in 2013. I did both Book of Backgrounds and Book of Art in 1 year. It was a bit much, but we'll see. But I'm not waiting till then to share all the rest of the techniques. I'll just create full-blown pieces of art using it, so we don't wait. Oh, and by the time that 2017, 2018 comes, there'll be a whole slew of other technology out there for products, different things to experiment with. DecoArt always comes out with some awesome stencils, so it'd be great to experiment with that as well. That's ready. Let's bring out the jelly plate. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's make sure we can get this on camera. All right, so gesso, we did the metallics. Clean palette paper. And carbon black, the fluid acrylics. And I've done this using the Traditions paints, which are thicker. And now I got to make sure I do this in the right order. Hold on. Don't want to mix myself up, because I only have one crack at this. I used to use the Traditions for this. It was a little bit thick, so I had to add some extender to it, which then extended the drying time. But the fluidity of the Traditions with the extender was something like this. So this is just much more convenient. And for those of you that have been with me for many, many years, yeah, I'm using black paint. No, I'm not making chromatic black. I'm using black paint. So we're just going to roll this on. Looks pretty simple so far, right? Okay. I'm going to take that and I'm just going to roll that on there. Take that up. Oh, look at that. Now it's probably going to be a little bit too dark for you guys to see. And I'm going to press really hard, and I don't think I have enough paint on there. I don't think I have enough. But that's okay. I have another little background that I created so I can show you. There we go. Not quite what I was looking for. I was looking for something a little bit darker. I could do this again. I'm not going to, because I don't want to lose this part here. I would just rather just do another piece, but if you had, let's say, a piece of wood and you did this on, and you absolutely had to do it on this piece of wood, if you're working on a piece you only have the one piece at it, when you did the wax metallics, apply a layer of matte medium on there to protect the medium. Then did this and I don't like it, then you can wipe it off. But because the wax metallics is water soluble as is, even though we buffed it, a little bit will come off. So with the matte medium as a barrier layer, you'll be able to clean all this off and do it again. So that's really cool. Yeah, I didn't think I had enough paint on there. That is really neat. What happens if we do it again? No, I don't want to ruin it. So that's that piece. And let me just show you. These two little pieces I did. So I did the same thing, but this I used the metallic paint. And this was the DecoArt Media Fluid Acrylics in the metallic gold. And this is the DecoArt Dazzling Metallics Bronze. I had to make sure I got that right. Using the exact same technique. So as you're pressing this down, it picks up the paint of what's here, because this is textured. Now you might be saying, well, how am I going to be able to buy this? I don't know where to get this. Don't worry, because I'm going to link up the other video where I show the techniques where we use this. We use stencils, we use sequin waste, it doesn't matter. Something that's got a very interesting pattern, put it up and lift it off to create that beautiful subtractive paint effect. All right, so a very, very quick video. I'd love to have a purse that looks like this. All right, so that's it. That's all there is to this technique. Now, if you wanted to leave this basically as a piece of abstract art, I just thought of another idea for a project. Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay, just had to write it down. If you wanted to use this now as a piece of abstract art as is, put a coat of varnish on it, just because if you're hanging it in your home, you don't want the humidity to damage the wax metallics. You just put maybe even the a seal of Duraclear or soft touch varnish. I'm so excited about the next project. I gotta slow down talking. I'm so excited. But just put a sealer on it if you're going to put this in your home, just to make sure that everything here is protected. So this, if I got fabric paint, I could do this technique and create an actual purse with this, with fabric. This is absolutely, a cushion. A cushion for the sofa. Oh, okay. I hope you had fun watching me go crazy. Watching me go crazy. I am in love with this. I would love to see your version using whatever supplies you have around the house. Just grab what you have. You don't need to go fancy and go look for stuff. Even masking tape would work, but just whatever. Try this technique and share a picture with me. I would love it if you would email it to me or pop into our private Facebook group, which is a group made up of artists of all levels. Share it there. Links to both are available at my website at artplace.ca. Pop into the comments below. Let me know what you think and some other ideas you thought of while watching the video. Give me a thumbs up if you want me to create more of these types of videos. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on a gazillion other videos that I have coming. All right, guys, I'm off to create my next project. Yay! I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay inspired.